I often get asked, what's the secret to having a great quarterly? Well, the truth of the matter is it's all in the prep. So I thought I'd pull together a quick video for you to help you think through what you need to do to prepare for a quarterly. And you might go, oh, Alice, not another thing that we have to do. And I'm going, yeah, but think about it. You're only coming together every quarter. That means that 4 times a year we're doing this prep. And let's look at that good old phrase that if you fail to prepare, you prepare to fail. So let's make sure that we get the most of the quarterly and avoid people rocking up unprepared. So we're going to look at 2 things that will drastically change the way that what you get out of your level 10 meetings. And 2 things, what you should be reviewing and what you should be previewing. So let's go with a review first. Firstly, rocks. I'd like you coming into your quarterly and you've actually had a look at the rocks. Your rocks are your rocks that you are accountable for. Are they done? You heard the word done. And I'd also like you to be looking at your colleagues' rocks and saying, these other rocks, are they done? And are we on the same page? If not, let's get that flushed out onto the issues list to come straight into the session. Secondly, I'd like you to look at your scorecard. Now, you look at your scorecard every week. I understand that, and you flush out anything that's off track, and we IDS it if it's the most important priority. The quarterly, I want you to take a deeper dive. It's a little bit like cleaning the house, that every week you do some cleaning, but when you come to the quarter, you might go a little bit deeper and actually look behind the curtains and go, oh, there's some nasty things lurking in there. What is your scorecard really telling you? So if you've got some measures that have been off track for a period of time, we can predict something's going to be happening. So maybe we need to spend some time in the quarter ahead understanding what's actually going on there. So that's the scorecard. I want you to be thinking about next, I want you to be looking at your Vision Traction Organizer. So Vision Traction Organizer, remember that's the 8 questions. So let's take each of those 8 questions one by one. So values, I'm always going to hang around once we've got values saying, are these your values? Is this woven into everything that you do? Are we recruiting? Are we inducting? Are we developing? Are we rewarding, recognizing? And are we offboarding people values? Are we making decisions as a leadership team through the lens of our values? And of course, values are about our people and it's about the culture, keeping it really tight as the organization grows. Have we got the best people in our organisation? So have we got to that point of right people in the right seats? Remember, right people is those people who live your values. So I'd like you to be looking at that. Core focus then is the set question. Core focus, are we crystal clear of what we love to do and what we can be the best in the world at? Are we still trying to tease away at getting on the same page with that? So if we haven't got that one solved yet, might you be able to come in with some ideas about how we might take that iteration further? And of course, I'm also going to be asking you at this point in time with your core focus, and are all your systems and processes aligned to be getting the results that you want? And it's aligned to that core focus. So if we're thinking about our processes, have we started documenting them? Are we sure that those processes are giving us the results? Because if the root cause is the process, hey, let's go to work with them in the next quarter. 10-year target, you remember that's about a big, hairy, audacious goal. Have we crystallized that yet? Is everything that we're doing, the decisions that we're making, if we've already decided and settled on a 10-year target, are we actually aligning all of our actions with our 10-year target? Our marketing strategy is the 4th point on the Vision Traction Organizer. Are we now crystal clear on the clients that we're actually going after, their demographics, their psychographics and their geographics? And if we've got that clear, have we actually been winning the clients that we say we're actually going after? Or have we been winning other people or losing? It would be great if we had some data to be able to share at the session. So if you're in any of the sales or marketing seats, would love you coming in to have done some analysis around some of the wins and losses, because we may be able to get tighter with that target list that we're actually going after. Sticking with marketing here, then our 3 uniques. Are we crystal clear on our 3 uniques? Are we on the same page? Have we been winning clients based on those 3 uniques? Or are there any insights that we actually can bring to the leadership team that are slightly different that might enhance that further? Have we got our proven process? Is it being followed by all of our team? And have we got to the point of deciding yes or no, we want a guarantee, and is that guarantee working? Any analysis around any of that, or any insights, please put it on the issues list and bring it to the session. And of course, sticking with marketing before we move on, we might be aligned at the leadership team level. But if this now woven into everything that we do, are our sales and marketing resources crystal clear on the points of the marketing strategy, and is it woven through all of our marketing collateral? So that's marketing strategy. Now, coming to 3-year picture. 3-year picture, are you excited by it? Look back at it. What is this picture? Are you on the same page? Do you want it? Because if you don't, and sometimes I have teams read through my 3-year picture and I go, I'm sensing we're not in love with this. So reconnect with that 3-year picture, because there might be some things in there we start to say, actually, we need to start moving some of that forward now. We need to actually put that on our today's issues list to start going to work on getting towards that 3-year picture. Our 1-year plan. Are we on track with our 1-year plan? Remember, at your first quarterly, what we're going to do the first quarterly after that annual is actually take a look and say, have we nailed on to that 1-year plan? Are we all agreed? Any tweaks? Because that's our last time to change our 1-year plan. If we're coming up to our second quarterly after annual, well, we're halfway there. So are we halfway through achieving these things? And if we're at quarter 3, we're nearly there. Is there anything that we need to be flushing out to make sure that we do deliver those annual goals? So that's goals. We then go to rocks. We've talked about rocks already. And so we're coming now to the issues list. That's the eighth question on the Vision Traction Organizer. But remember, we've got several issues there. So I want you firstly to look at the issues list on the Vision Traction Organizer. Is there anything on there that we can just clear off that you're recommending when we come into session? That's sorted now. But is there anything on there that we now need to start to go to work on? And I'd also like you to look at your short-term issues list, because sometimes we get rocks lurking in our short-term issues list. So is there anything on your short-term issues list? That's the one you take into your level 10 meeting. Is there anything on there that you believe we need to be bringing in to the session today? So that's the issues list. Accountability chart. Now, we know from the 5 leadership abilities that we talk about developing, the ability to systemize, delegate and elevate, predict. I'm going to get these wrong. It's going to be simplify, delegate and elevate, predict, systemize and structure. We know that the structure is really important as one of the things to make sure that we always have the best and right structure to break through the ceiling. So have a look at your accountability chart. Is this the best and right structure for the next 6 to 12 months? Or are we ready to start making a change with some of the structure to facilitate growth? And then linked to that, again, have we got the right people in the right seats? So always think 6 to 12 months ahead, we might need to make a change in the quarter ahead. So please bring that to the session. And lastly, when reviewing, I'd like you to have a little look at your calendar. Why would you want to look at your calendar? Well, sometimes we have people, when we start the check-in at the quarterly, they forget what they've actually done in the quarter, all the great stuff, everything that they've gained. So let's make sure you've looked back at the whole calendar. And the calendar often reminds you, oh yeah, we went out for an event here. Oh yeah, we actually won that client work here. Get that nicely captured to bring in, so we can look at what we've actually got to celebrate and some of the progress that we've actually been making. So that's review. Look at your rock scorecard, VTO, issues list, accountability chart and calendar. Let's move now to preview. So when it comes to preview, what I want you to be thinking about now is, having checked in with where the business actually are, where we've been, and getting a feel for where we are at the moment, I want you to start thinking about what might be the priorities for the business for the quarter. You'll often be thinking about your function, but I'm going to encourage you, the priorities for the business that we need to be focusing on. Secondly, if you're anything like me, have a look at your calendar. I sometimes forget some of the stuff I've already got booked in and have committed to. My operational day stuff in the quarter. So when sat there going our rocks, I forget that I might have some time out on holiday. I forget that I might already pre-booked in a huge amount of sessions. And so what else might I be able to do on my business other than supporting you guys? So I'd be aware of some of that you know what's coming towards you in the quarter ahead. Elephants. What are the elephants in the room that if we're truly open and honest, we need to get out into the room? Please bring them, and please be willing to share them. And I'd also like you coming in. Remember, we come together as a leadership team, helping each other. So what help do you need? What resources might you need in the quarter ahead? So that's it on terms of helping you prepare to get a great quarterly. Again, I think those teams who do this, it radically changes the quality of their quarterly pulse. You only need to do this 4 times a year, and if you fail to prepare, we can predict we're preparing to fail. So look forward to learning about your preparation, and if you need any help, give me a shout.